Hi. Welcome to the Live Best Kitchen. I'm Judy Barb, your host. I'm a registered dietitian, and today I'm going to make one of the most popular recipes on my blog. In fact, it is the most popular recipe at livebest.info. Coconut seed clusters are what I'm making today. And I can understand why they're so popular. They are a little bit sweet, they're a little bit salty, they're a little bit crunchy. They're low carb, but what I like about them is they're just so darn delicious. So coconut seed clusters are really simple to make, and we're going to pop some in the oven in just a few minutes. So like I said, I'm a registered dietitian. I develop recipes and I blog at livebest.info. I'm the author of your 6-week guide to live best. Simple solutions for fresh food and well-being. And I think that's my secret sauce, or realistic food solutions. So let's get started. While I'm getting the ingredients ready though, why don't you leave a note in the comments and let me know where you're tuning in from. Where are you watching from? So coconut seed clusters. It starts with about a quarter of a cup of raw pumpkin seeds. Just going to dump those in a bowl. And then a third of a cup of raw sunflower seeds. I love all the healthy fats that come from these seeds. They're also high in protein and they're a good source of fiber. All the recipes I develop, I really try to pay attention to boosting fiber, lean protein, and deliciousness. So that's what I try to do when I'm developing recipes. And I think I nailed it with this one. So I've got my sunflower seeds, my pumpkin seeds, and now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. I like the crunchiness that the chia seeds add. I'm going to add a quarter of a teaspoon of salt and just a quarter of a teaspoon of fresh tap water. To sweeten it, I'm using honey. Did you know I'm a beekeeper too? Yep, we have 2 hives right now. They're coming along, making it through winter. But I love cooking with honey and adding that as a natural sweetener. You can check out some more honey-based recipes on my website. But I've also told the story of what it's like to be a beekeeper and how we harvest the honey. So honey, can be kind of sticky to cook with. And because I'm dipping right into the honey jar, I'm just using my measuring spoon to dip right in. If I were cooking with honey and pouring it in a measuring cup, I might lightly spray the measuring cup with some cooking spray. That helps release it and lets it all slide out real easily. But because I'm dipping right into my honey jar, I didn't want to add that extra fat. So I'm going to scrape this off with my rubber scraper and then just mix these ingredients. I see Mario's joining us from Merida in the Yucatan. Hi, Mario. So nice of you to stop by. I was lucky enough to go to a market tour and a cooking class with Mario in Merida at Los Dos Cooking. I had a great experience, and he's a great teacher and a great leader. So thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm stirring this, and I want to make sure you can see that in the camera. It can be kind of sticky with that honey, and you expect that. It'll all clump together, but what I really want to do is evenly disperse these ingredients. It's clearly not hard to mix nuts and seeds. I've also, I think if you like substitutions, you could add hemp heart seeds, you could add slivered almonds, sesame seeds would be really delicious in here. Kind of use what you have, but this is the combination that I keep on hand for other cooking that I do, and so I'm happy to, to use these ingredients. Okay, I'm bringing over my baking sheet. I'm heating the oven to 325 degrees. Nuts don't need a real hot temperature, so a moderate oven temperature of 325. But here's the trick to make this a successful recipe is to use a silicone baking mat like a Silpat. I love these because anything that's kind of sticky washes right off in hand washing in the sink. If you don't have a Silpat or a baking mat, you could use parchment paper. I just think these are a little more sustainable because they can be reused over and over again. Okay, so I've mixed all my ingredients, and it really is just a clumpy mass in here. I think you can see that. Yep. And I'm taking my tablespoon measuring cup, and I'm just gonna scoop. Oh, you know what I forgot is the coconut. One sec. I thought that looked kind of funny. Of course, I need a cup of these coconut chips. I like the big pieces of coconut because I think that adds just a nice texture, and it helps keep things together a little bit. So here I am. I'm adding a cup of coconut chips. I buy these in bulk. And these are unsweetened coconut chips, and I like that because I've added the sweetness with the honey, and I don't think you need the extra sugar that you might get in a sweetened coconut. So I prefer it raw and unsweetened. Well, that's the fun of live TV is when you forget your major ingredient. Thank goodness I hadn't popped them in the oven, huh? You know, one of the techniques in cooking is called mise en place. And mise en place means that you have all of your ingredients out in front of you so that they are ready to go. I guess I missed that today. Okay, so I've mixed all these together, and I'm going to mound this just onto my baking mat. And I'm going to do just a couple, and then I'll hold it up to make sure you're able to see it. I said it's kind of sticky, and that's okay. You know, you can wash your hands off. What I like about these is, you know, there's been research that indicates that about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we all get hungry for a snack. And I think this snack is a lot better than what I'm going to find in the cookie jar because it does have healthy fats, but it also has just a little bit of saltiness. It has crunchy, and it has sweet. And I think that's what a lot of us crave when we're looking for a snack. But this is definitely better than what I'm going to find in the cookie jar. Okay, I'll get about 12 out of these in my recipe. And that all fits on one baking mat, but I'm going to hold this up. You don't need to watch me make 12 of these. But I've mounded it by tablespoon, and then I kind of clump them together. They are sticky. They're also crumbly when they bake, and so it helps if you can kind of mass them together and give them some structure. So I'd make 12 of those, clear out my bowl, pop them in the oven, and bake them for 13 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. But what you're looking for is a nice toasty brown coconut. Coconut's high in fat, so it can get away from you. So you want to be sure that you're paying attention that it doesn't burn because of that fat in the coconut. So yesterday, on my Sunday meal prep day, I made some of these coconut seed clusters so I could show you what they look like when they're done. So you can see mounded together. All of the nuts and seeds are very prominent. These are a great snack. I often pack them when I travel. I'll just put them in a like a Tupperware container, and they make a great snack for traveling. They're great office snacks. So if you're bringing treats to the office, this is a really nice solution. But what I also like to do is eat them for breakfast. So let me show you what I love to do. This is just a cup of cottage cheese. It's also good with yogurt. I just put that right on top. And then I'm going to sprinkle on some raspberries. These are frozen raspberries, but if it's summertime where you are and you can have some fresh, it would also be delicious with blueberries or mango. I think peaches would be good too. But look at that. Doesn't that look like a yummy breakfast? Cottage cheese or yogurt, one of my coconut seed clusters, and then some fruit over top. And I think this is a solution. Like I said, my secret sauce is Realistic Food Solutions, and to me, this is one of those. So look how I've taken a snack, turned it into breakfast with, again, healthy fats, high in protein, low in sugar, and low in carbs. Great source of fiber and protein. And I think that's a winner. So, thanks for stopping by. This is a quick little video. You can look below at other videos where I made yogurt, where I made a Brussels sprout salad. I will post the recipe to coconut seed clusters below. But in the meantime, I invite you to visit my website, livebest.info, and you can get this recipe, sign up for other recipes where you get my newsletter that I send out every other week or so. But also look for some honey-based recipes and learn what it's like to be a beekeeper. So see you next week. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.